Why don't you put on that black frilly thing I got you for Valentine's?
Oh, you mean the jump me hooker outfit with the skyscraper pumps?
Guess I should take that to mean no, huh?
Oh, please. It has been a hellish day. Donnie gets out tomorrow. What pain is that adventure going to cause us?
Well, maybe he's changed. Maybe he's learned his lesson.
How many cons learn their lesson in prison? God only knows who or what's coming out tomorrow. We failed with that boy. I can't believe how bad we screwed him up.
I remember when he was born, thinking he was going to be something special. You know, I thought he and I, well,
Would you turn out the light, please?
I thought he'd be a football player, baseball player. I'd go to his games and watch him play.
You never watched him do anything. You're always too damn busy. You didn't even go to his first grade play. He cried when you didn't show.
For God's sake, Melissa, I was working uniform. What was I supposed to tell my supervisor, huh? While people are being stabbed on my beat, I gotta go to a first grade play about a talking vegetable garden?
You weren't there.
Well, where the hell were you anyway, huh? As I recall, you were out working the commercial real estate market with Bingo Bob and Carl.
You weren't there, Donald. And you weren't at a lot of things. He grew up hating you. He grew up hating us both.
I was out trying to make a place for us.
Oh, turn out the light.
And just because I didn't make a school play and a couple of school events, that doesn't mean I didn't love him.
You can't ignore a kid, and then when he sets fire to your clothes, start giving him everything just so he won't do it again. He's got no values.
Hey, look, he didn't set fire to my clothes, okay? That was an accident. He and some friends were out smoking in the pool house, and the cleaner cellophane bags caught fire.
Turn out the light. Oh, and if you're gonna go downstairs and play those damn videos all night long again, would you keep the volume down? The sound comes right up through the floor.
Don.
Yeah, I'll get some information and sell my old man to you. Dutch is dirtier than a park toilet.
Donnie, I need something that's gonna get Reno Reigns off the hook.
Listen, 100 grand with 10 grand up front will get Dutch off the road for you, and it's 200 grand if I get information that clears Reigns.
Doesn't sound like you or your father have much going.
Oh, we have a ball. We have more body slams than World Federation Wrestling. Bring the money tomorrow morning. I get out at 10 a.m.
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
Hey, wait a minute, the Hummer's over here. Hey, what's the deal? Hey, Donnie. Donnie? Hey! My car's right over here.
Take a hike, Cochise.
What do you mean, take a hike? I brought the money just like you said.
We don't have a deal anymore. It's over.
What the hell's going on here?
Look, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna turn my dad over to some guy wearing those earrings.
All right, so what weren't you gonna tell me?
I offered Donny Dixon $100,000 for information to put his dad away in prison. $200,000 for information that would clear your name.
You can't do that, Bobby. You can't. I don't want you to commit crimes or spending that kind of money.
I'm not committing any crimes. I made an offer to buy some information from a source, that's it.
You were setting up an illegal search assisting a felon.
Donnie got picked up in a white limousine. Off the license plate, I got an address. The vehicle is registered to a local rock club here called China White.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. So what's little Donnie Dixon doing getting picked up out of prison in a white limousine that's owned by a rock club named after Asian heroin?
I don't know, the kid's a wrong number.
Yeah, a wrong number that he was willing to sell me his father yesterday, and today he's not. What does that tell you?
He's got a better buyer.
Exactly.
Maybe I need to find out who. Excuse me. I'm looking for work as a bartender. You guys wouldn't have an application I could fill out, would you?
Don't even bother, Joe Bob. We got 200 apps in the drawer already. Try the market. Got a sign up looking for bag boys, and be perfect for that.
I'm just looking for a job, friend. You need to work on getting a little friendlier attitude.
Why's that?
Because you don't know you're talking to a pile of trouble.
Well, you're scaring me to death, Tarzan. And we don't need a bouncer either if that's where this is leading, so beat it. Or you're gonna get a little 9mm help.
I'll check you later. Bobby, these guys had enough prison art tattooed on their arms to qualify for an NEA grant.
Well, it sounds like you and I better find out who owns this club.
Well, the liquor license above the bar was made out to a man named Robert McKenna.
I'll look it up.
Listen, I need you here tonight when the place opens.
Right, you know the drill. Dress for stress.
Thanks, bud. Keep the change. Hello? Anybody home? Dad, hi.
Hi.
Don, I I would have.
If you were going to apologize for not meeting me at the prison gate, don't. It was bad enough I was in there to begin with. You didn't have to come and watch me get out. I can imagine how humiliating that must be.
Well, we were going to come, Don. It's just that your father had a court appearance and I had to show a house in Summerhill.
Listen, you guys. It's okay. I am never alone. I have my Savior with me all the time.
Who?
Jesus. Jesus walks with me every minute of every day. I found him in prison, and you would not believe how he comforts me, how he makes me whole.
Okay, yeah.
I will not suffer the anger of the Lord, nor will I follow a multitude to do evil. Exodus 23:2.
Exodus.
I know how much pain and how much anguish I have caused you, and I am going to do everything in my power to make that right. I have decided that I am going to be the son that you want me to be. Okay, I know that I don't deserve this, but Mom, Dad, could I give each of you a hug? Oh, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, I'm amazed. But you know, when I went to Bible class in prison and the white light of the Lord just fell upon me.
Donnie, prison Bible class, that's a parole board hustle.
I know. I mean, that's why I went in there to begin with. I mean, I was going to do this whole Jesus dance for the parole board, but when I got there, I found such...
Strength? That's what I used to get when I went to church.
That's it exactly, Mom. Strength. Don't you think, Dad?
Yeah, could be, maybe, you know.
Listen, when I was walking up, I noticed that the hedge could use a little trimming. Do you mind if I got the shears and cut it back a little? I think it'll look better.
Well, look, Don, I have a meeting with some field UCs, and I can't help.
Oh, that's okay. I am sort of hoping, though, that that you'll let me have my old room back. And, you know, I'm not going to ask to borrow the car. I'm not going to take advantage of anything. I'm going to get a job. I'm going to help pitch in for the groceries.
Well, Don, we turned your room into an upstairs study, and we cleared out your things.
That's okay. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. But now that I am a man, I put away childish things. Corinthians. I'll just go put my bag down. Excuse me.
Mom, you son of a bitch.
Come on, I say, get out of the car, turn desk. Come on. Let's get in. Come on, man. Get your butt around in there. Come on. Now, right up. Oh, just give me a run. Give me the dinero. Come on, amigo. Let's go.
Beat it, hairball. Are you okay, mister?
Yeah, I'm fine. Can you believe that junkie trying to jack my car right in front of everybody?
Yeah. You want me to call paramedics?
No. Don't call any cops.
Okay.
Hey, no. Let me buy you a drink. I mean, you could have saved my life here.
Oh, listen, that's okay. I'm job hunting anyway. I think I'd have better luck if I stayed sober.
You looking for work here in this place? I mean,
Yeah, I went in there, talked to some guys that said the manager wasn't around.
oh, he's around now, huh? I'm the owner. Bob Wideload McKenna.
No kidding. How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
What kind of work you looking for?
Bartender.
Afraid the bartenders in here are all babes with little lace tops. You're gonna come in a poor second, huh?
Yeah.
How about parking cars? I think I could fit you in there until maybe something else showed up.
That's okay. I'll keep looking.
No, come on. I owe you. I mean, you handle yourself real good out there. Maybe I could use someone behind the stick to help out in the brawl. You're a good-looking kid. Give the girls in the club something to pant over, huh? Now, look, we try it tonight. If I like how you handle yourself, the job is yours. What was your name?
Vince Black.
100 a night, and you split the tips with the bouncers, Vince.
I don't have to wear those little Speedos, do I?
No.
All right.
It's not a bad idea, no.
okay? Oh, you didn't have to hit me that hard, you know? Did you realize I got a Charlie horse in my chest?
Well, it had the desired effect, did it not?
Yeah, well, the next time I get to save the bad guys. What do you got?
The China White Club is a drug connection joint. Half the kids in there are zooted to the limit. The bodyguards are all doing roids in the can.
Yeah, well, that figures. I got an NCIC report back on Bob Wide Load McKenna, and that was a good call of yours, because not only does he own that club, but 6 or 7 others. And guess what? He used to be a cop, until he got thrown off the force by his partner for extortion and armed robbery.
Did he do any time?
Atascadero, 5 years. The partner who turned him in rose quickly in the ranks to become the poster boy for clean law enforcement.
Anybody we know?
McKenna's ex-partner, your friend and mine, Donald Dutch Dixon.
Salty dog, Seagram's up, Scotch ice, and 2 Heinekens. Here you go.
It's all over. The fight's over. Get back to your tables. Enjoy the dance. Just watch your step, okay? Folks, it's all over. Go back to your tables.
Mr. McKenna wants to see you.
Clean up this mess. Sorry, sir. That got out of control before I saw it.
Guy really knows how to put the meatloaf up on the wallpaper, doesn't he?
Thanks.
You know what I think, Mr. Black?
No, what do you think, Mr. McKenna?
I think you're a wasted resource. I think that maybe you and me, we should get to know each other a little better, you know?
It's okay with me.
So I'm having this little party at my house, a pool party. Tomorrow, starts about 2.
I'll be there, sir.
Thought you were going to church.
I just wanted to take care of this first. You know, I didn't want to take it too far back because, well, it's past spring, and I didn't want it to look all brown and sticky for a whole month.
What's going on, Don?
Well, I told you, I just want to make things up to you and Mom.
You know, I've seen this Jesus thing 100 times. The guy goes to prison, next thing you know, he's sleeping with a Bible, he's quoting scripture. It's always just a show for the parole board.
But I made parole, Dad. Parole board let me go. And you know why? Because they could see behind the curtain to my faith. Why else would I do this unless I was sincere? What would I possibly have to gain?
You know, if you trim this back here, Donnie, you'll maintain the hedge line.
All right, you are, Dad. Well, I'll get that right after church.
If you want to borrow the car, you know, Mom and I aren't using it. All you got to do is ask.
Oh, no. I'm going to take the bus. I do not want to take advantage. I mean, I did that the whole first half of my life, and those days are over.
I remember when you were first born. Just a couple hours old. Maternity ward. Looking at you through the glass. You looked up at me. For a minute there, our eyes locked. Connected.
Really?
You looked at me and you know I was your dad.
Boy, that must have been neat, I bet.
I had just big plans for us, you know.
Well, I understand. I mean, you know, you had better things to do than play ball in your backyard with your own kid.
You know, Donna, I want you to know I view that as my fault. I never invested the time with you that I should have, and I had so much going on, you know, my career and everything. I'm sorry, Don.
Apology accepted. You know, I gotta go. I don't want to be late for church. What an ass.
Don't change the subject. You're not going to that party because if Donnie's there and he spots you, you've been made.
That's not necessarily the worst thing that can happen.
What are you talking about? Huh? Look, if Donnie and McKenna are working together to take Dutch down, you could get caught in the middle, or did you forget?
I am already caught in the middle. Or did you forget?
No, I didn't forget. You know, that's it. I'm going. I'm gonna back you up. That's it.
You want me to stay low? If Donnie spots you, it's just as blown as if he spots me.
What does that have to do about anything? Where are you going? Listen to me. I'm gonna be there. Man, I hate when he does things like that.
Hey, Mark. Why don't you just park it somewhere down the street and wipe it down? It's hot. I stole it on Fillmore about an hour ago. Hi. I love you. Get a beer, please.
Make any progress at home? You start quoting from that, you're gonna lower the testosterone level around here.
It's my childhood Bible. Let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. Matthew 6:3, something like that. It's one place I know my dad'll never look. Got some interesting skunk here, Bob. We've also got a few people you might want to get rid of.
Yeah, who's that?
Well, that guy over there with the long hair, the Babe Magnet.
Vince Black.
No, that is so not Vince Black. His name is Reno Reigns. He's wanted for murder. You invite hot felons to your party, you get put away for harboring.
You sure about that?
Oh, I don't make those kind of mistakes.
Do this. Then it's gonna get cold. Hi.
Down making problems. Let's go. Inside. Sit down. Oh, I told you we didn't need any bartenders. You should have listened.
Well, looky here. It's my dad's old nemesis, Reno Reigns. Fugitive from justice. Well, I'll give you this much. You got quite a set on you, Hoss.
Reno Reigns. So either the story is very, very good, or you're on the big bus.
Come on, McKenna, you're not gonna kill me.
Yeah? Why's that?
Because you and me and little Donnie over there, we all want the same thing.
Look, your problems don't have anything to do with us. Reigns is wanted for killing a cop named Buzzy Burrell.
I didn't kill him, Donnie. Your old man did and framed me for it.
Well, I guess we've all got problems with Pops. Yours just don't interest me.
Ah, but Donnie, maybe they interest me. Let him finish.
Six Killer came to you in jail, offered you $100,000 for evidence on Dutch. 200 if you found anything that could clear me.
Yeah, and then I got a better deal from Bad Bob here.
Yeah, but we all want the same thing. McKenna wants Dutch for turning him in. I want Dutch for framing me for murder. And little Donnie wants him for, I don't know, sending him to bed without supper or some damn thing.
He's the biggest hypocrite on the planet.
We all want Dutch. So let's work together.
Except I don't need you to get Dixon. You see, all you are to me is a potential problem that could get me arrested for just hanging around you.
Look, he wants me as bad as I want him. You can use that. Make me the bait. I'll be the button you push to get Dixon wherever you want him.
No, don't do it. You make a deal with him, you'll end up choking on it.
I'll put the $200,000 back on the table.
Yeah, but you bring Robbie Six Killer into it, then we're all history. Six Killer plays by his own rules.
Six Killer's out.
Where are you gonna get 200 grand?
Hey, I'm wanted for killing 2 people. There's a $200,000 reward for my apprehension. We nail Dixon. Get the evidence that clears me. You guys give that to Six Killer. Then you turn me into the cops, collect the reward. Six Killer shows up, clears me with the evidence. Everybody's happy.
It's not bad.
I don't trust him.
Hey, a newsflash. You know, I don't trust you either, Donnie. But hating Dutch is the glue that's gonna hold us together. You're in, Reigns.
Pleasure to see you, Mr. Dixon. Madam Dixon is on the terrace.
Thank you, Maurice. I'd like you to meet our son, Donnie.
Nice to see you, young Mr. Dixon.
Jesus loves you, Maurice. God bless and keep you.
Thank you, Maurice.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you look so nice.
Thank you.
I'll have the Chenin Blanc. Thank you, Maurice.
Do you think when Maurice gets home, his wife calls him Morris?
Well, actually, Don, he's from the Loire Valley in France. And his parents were vintners. And he's quite a remarkable person.
Oh, sorry. Got it. It's really quite a place to act, quite a club, very exclusive.
Yeah, this wire works great.
Far away. But I am thinking of starting a business, so who knows? Maybe someday I'll be able to join a place like this.
Very good, thank you, Maurice. Well, what kind of business?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking maybe religious apparel or religious books.
What kind of a distribution deal or markup can you get on that?
Oh, Dad, the idea isn't to make scads of money. The idea is to put religious materials into the hands of people who are seeking God's word and who otherwise can't afford it.
Didn't the Bible say God helps those who help themselves?
No, that's a folk saying, Dad. It's not scripture.
Well, like you could sell Bibles or something.
That's hardly what I was talking about, Melissa.
Donald, the Bible is the biggest selling book ever. Bigger even than Bridges.
I'm trying to explain a concept to Donnie here. Do you mind?
It's okay, Mom. I understand what you meant. Thank you.
The Bible has sold millions of copies. That's why I was giving it as an example of a religious product.
Don't you have to go fix your makeup or something?
No, I don't. And you can just get that snippy tone out of your voice, mister.
What a couple.
When you're beginning in business, you explore all your options. You make a plan, and you invest big.
Well, Dad, I don't have any options. I can't invest big. I don't have any money at all.
Well, maybe I can help you with that.
Well, how can you do that, Dad? You don't have enough money to start a business.
Says who?
Well, you're a federal marshal. I mean, that is a wonderful position and all, but you can't possibly make that much money.
You're obviously not paying too much attention to your surroundings here. I mean, you don't join a club like this with just lint in your pockets. I think it's time for you and me to have my kind of come to Jesus meeting.
What in the world are you talking about, Donald?
Well, I think it's time for Donnie to finally meet his father.
Well, Dutch is doing pretty well. Private clubs, expensive cars.
You sure got dealt a deuce with Donnie. Let's just hope the little creep can get us to that fruit jar full of evidence.
If I'm going to invest in your enterprise, I want to have something to say about the way it's run.
Money talks. Right, Dad?
Right.
All right, let's go.
Do you really think you have enough cash to float this deal on your own, Dad?
Trust me, I can handle it.
Damn, the mic is being covered.
How many stakeouts you been on?
I was a beat cop. Busted heads with an L stick. Never been on a stakeout.
That's not the sound of a mic being covered. It's the sound of a transmitter being pulled.
What the hell's that little pisser up to?
Thank you, Harry.
Son of a gun. There's got to be at least 100 grand in there.
More than that, son. A lot more.
Hey, where's Wide Load?
Was out checking on one of his other pits. Your mic went out. You were supposed to meet us outside at the bank.
Oh, yeah, it got unplugged accidentally. I didn't notice it. Then Dad wanted to schmooze. What a mud duck he's become, huh? His fancy friends and his ritzy club. Took me home and he wanted to sign a contract between us. Can you believe that? My feelings were hurt. A contract.
You leading up to telling me something here?
Not your favorite person, am I?
What was in the box?
I want to cut a separate deal with you, okay?
Come on, man. What are you pulling now?
Look, I'm gonna level with you. There was some cash inside that box along with the papers. Now, it wasn't a lot, but it was enough. And I just assumed Wide Load didn't get his hands on any of it. I mean, you guys just want to see my dad put away, but I've had to listen to that dial tone since birth, and I'd like to walk out of here with a little of his spending money.
Why are you telling me this? Why not offer the deal to McKenna?
Hello? He's toilet bowl dirt. I don't trust him. But you're different, you know? You got this crusader image thing going on you got to protect. You give me your word, I'll take it.
Okay. Where does Dutch hide the key?
He keeps it in his badge case. Now, I think it's time for you to be the bait. I mean, we lure him to some remote place, we jump him, we get that key, then we go to the safety deposit box and get the cash and the evidence.
And, what is McKenna doing? Standing around, watching us go?
Oh, no. I'll take McKenna out of the play. I mean, once my dad gets arrested and booked, McKenna will calm down. That's all he's been dreaming about.
How come this all feels like a rain-soaked highway to me?
Look, I saw inside that safety deposit box. I mean, there are enough bank books and illegal checking accounts to put my dad away forever. Now, I don't know if there's any evidence on your case, but what is in there is going to make his word look like nothing. So if he's a convicted liar and a thief, that makes your story sound more like the truth.
Okay, but I picked a place. There's an old abandoned church down on Market. I used to be a member of the congregation. It's deserted. Nobody can get in our way. You tell Dutch that's where I'm hiding out.
Church. Who goes to church anymore?
People of faith, Donnie. I'm surprised you didn't learn that in Bible class.
Go for it.
Well, not completely. He wanted to pick the place.
Oh, we'll check it out. If it's okay, we'll bring Dutch to the party. And when we're finished, nobody will be left standing.
Donnie. Okay, I'm in. Make the call to your dad. Cover my back.
under arrest.
On a bet?
It's time for this to finally be over. Either drop it or use it. I'm tired of you, Reigns. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah? Well, we could end this with buckshot, but then neither one of us would be the winner.
I think I win. You can't shoot me without ruining your chance of proving I'm guilty.
Wide Load McKenna and your son set you up. That's right. They want you dead or in jail.
Now, McKenna, maybe, but not Donnie. Donnie and I, we're coming together.
That's long gone, you and your son. He's here. He's packing. He wants that key to the safety deposit box. Yes, he does. He wants to see that cash you showed him.
Nah, Donnie and I, we got plans.
Hi, Dad. Turn around. Lie face down on the floor.
Donnie, what are you doing?
You're a skunk, aren't you, Range? You tipped him. Thought we had a deal.
You heard the kid, Dutch. On the floor. You too, Reno.
Don, what is this? What's going on?
It's like cockroaches, Dutch. Every generation gets dirtier and uglier.
Come on, Dad. Just lie down or I'll drop you like a bad habit.
2 against 3, Dutch. Looks like the only chance is together.
You're nuts. I'm not teaming with you.
Now!
Hey, Donnie, I'm your father. What are you doing?
Look, the only way to get out of this thing is together.
Yeah, you need me alive to save your skin, but it probably isn't gonna come out that way.
Well, we'll do the best we can. Let's go. Come. There's an exit down here somewhere. Stick with me.
How could he do it? How could he do it?
Shut up.
They're down here. Follow me.
Donnie.
Dutch.
Son, you tried to kill me. I'm your father.
Well, I despise you. Go ahead. Make your move.
Get out of here. You got 20 minutes, and all bets are off.
Scout's honor, Dutch.
Maybe I can't finish it right now. You saved my life. Go.
I want the key to that safety deposit box.
There's nothing in there but money. Go on, get out of here. Go!
Oh, God, this hurts. It's killing me.
Stop whining, will you? Why don't you do this with some style?
Hey, what's the matter with you, tough guy? You let him go. You could have whacked him with your wuss. You flinched. You could have won.
Would have lost. It was empty.
We could get the state attorney's office to give us a search warrant on that safety deposit box tomorrow. But if there's anything there worth anything, you could bet Dutchy Boy Dixon would have cleaned it out by then. Let's just say better luck next time. I mean, McKenna's gone. Donnie's gonna go up for attempted murder, so cheer up.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about Dutch. The guy spends all his time trying to get money. Steals it, cheats for it, so he can buy us cars and clubs and all the stuff he likes. But then he's got a kid like Donnie. I mean, he undoubtedly ruined that kid. But the kid poisons everything he touches.
You got it.
It was funny in there. In the church. Like something had changed, like a penny dropped for Dixon. Like he realized that all that he had done wasn't worth what he got for it. His kid's in jail for trying to kill him. Wonder what he's thinking now.
This is the Dixon residence. Leave a message after the tone.
Don, I have to show a house out in Riverside, so Carl and I are going to go out there together. There's leftovers in the refrigerator. Don't wait up. I'll be late.